Good morning. Good morning. I need my coffee. I need my coffee. I need my coffee. I need my coffee. It's Tuesday, but for me it feels like a Monday because I was off yesterday. I was off. Actually, I was away from school since Thursday because of La QFLS, and I didn't film any content. I didn't have the time. I had to be on, if you know what I mean by that. Like, you go to an event, and it's more than just attending the event. You are running the event. So I had to remain focused as much as I could for this event. I did some content, but the content was for La QFLS. Maybe I'll link it here. Maybe I'll share it here. And I certainly didn't edit it. It was someone on the team who took care of it. Thank you, Chris. I doubt you'd be watching this video, but thank you anyway. I don't need for my audience to be always there and present. And if you hear weird sounds, I had to open all of my windows this morning because although it is, 12 degrees right now, I don't want to say unusually warm for this time of year, but it was 27 degrees in my classroom this morning. Yeah. I'm not complaining just yet, but that's a bit, okay, 27 Celsius for those who might be into Fahrenheit. Celsius, and it was a bit stuffy. It was a bit stuffy. Was it a petit peu chaud, says the person who's about to take a cup of coffee. So it was hard to film content because I was always on. I always had to be present and in the moment, and if they needed me for anything. So I didn't want to scurry off in a corner. It's like, where's Madame la Prof? Oh, she's filming content for her own personal channel. I didn't want that. Although I have to give a big shout out to Elizabeth, who was in charge of scheduling, and she said, I purposely blocked off part of your schedule so you could go around and film content for La QFLS. Ce que j'ai fait. I didn't loaf. But it was hard for people who enjoy talking in front of a classroom full of students. It is hard to get them to say, hey, would you mind saying a few words that will appear on our Instagram channel? Nope. And I understand a lot of people will want to remain private in that sense, and I work with a couple of people like that, and I get it, and that's fine. That's totally understandable. But I do see a difference. I see a difference between contributing to someone else's channel, to someone else's content, and you having your own personal channel. I know that like a lot of people don't want to have a digital footprint or a great digital footprint. Their footprints elsewhere. But on social media platforms, these teachers would prefer staying private. And I respect that and I get that, but I personally see a difference. Some people don't, and I understand that they won't see the difference. I get it. So trying to find volunteers, or as I would say, like, I would go up to a table at lunch and it's like, je suis à la recherche de cobayes, c'est-à-dire de volontaires qui seraient prêts à partager leur opinion sur une question que je vais leur poser. And most, maybe not all, most thought it was cute, politely chuckled, and there would always be one person or maybe two be willing to help out. And I love that. I love that. I met a bunch of fun people. Of course, I'm horrible with names. If you ask me, like, their names, I will not remember. But we've got a bunch of new people on our board of directors, notre conseil d'administration. A bunch of new people that I have to email. I have to email them. I have to email them and say, hey, we need to have a meeting before the next meeting. I know, it's It's weird phrasing it that way, but I need to have a meeting with them because they are new. They are new. They have, I don't want to say they have no idea, but there are a lot of acronyms that are often communicated and shared during our monthly meetings, and it could be very overwhelming. So what's the term? I want to onboard them. I would like to take care of the onboarding because I was in their position once upon a time, and I would like them to have a better understanding before the first meeting. I'm really excited because I'm excited, nervous. I'm not apprehensive, but I'm excited and nervous because I just realized a few days ago, well, shortly after the conference, that now, not just myself, but myself, my DG, person in charge of scheduling / volunteers, communications director, we are, I think I'm missing someone. Oh yeah, well, there are 2 other ladies there too, but like they're newish, but they've spent like the last 3-4 months part of our board of directors. So we're 4 who've been there for more than a year, all right? My DG has been doing this since he was 19, and he's in his mid-40s. Yeah, mid-40s, I think. I keep forgetting his age. Il est intemporel. Mon DG n'a pas d'âge. Il est intemporel. Mais il est dans la quarantaine. Oui, il est dans la quarantaine, mais j'oublie son âge précis. Je sais que sa fête, c'est au mois de novembre. OK? Et puis c'est ça. Donc, il ne reste que 4 parmi nous qui avons siégé sur le conseil d'administration. Why did I switch to French? I don't know, it's a bilingual video today. For more than a year. Donc, je veux pas dire que je suis une doyenne, loin de là, mais c'est à mon tour de partager de l'information. And that is a very weird feeling. I mean, I felt it as a teacher, but this is the first time I feel it in this capacity. I could say I've also felt it at Comic-Con, where I've been there for 13 years. More than. I started in 2013. No, 13 years. I've been doing it for 13 years, so I've become that expert, if there's such a thing as an expert for Comic-Con. I can answer questions, I can troubleshoot, I can intervene, with knowledge that perhaps the newbie wouldn't have. And that's how I feel right now for La QFLS. I feel so, imposter syndrome is strong. Yes, because I say to myself, what did I do to end up here? And they want me to stay here. And I think I realized it on Thursday night, the first night of our event. And I was heading off to meet the gang at the restaurant, and I was walking along with a college teacher, professor, and another college teacher, professor, but not from the region of Montreal. And one of the two, the one from the region of Montreal, from the local college, John Abbott, started asking me a whole bunch of questions about, and sincerely, genuinely wanting to know my opinion about a bunch of different things. Notably, why are students going to college so weak in French? And and then I said to her, pour la même raison qu'au début de l'année scolaire, on commence l'année. Comment ça que tu n'as pas appris ça? Je sais que tu as eu Madame X l'année passée, puis je sais que tu l'as appris avec elle. The same reason. Unless you are fully immersing yourself in French over the summer, your brain shuts off and you forget about that. And and she kept on asking me questions about exams and the length of exams and the content, and I felt there, it's like, oh, I've been teaching for almost 30 years. I guess I could be considered an expert. I say almost 30 years, not quite. And I've been teaching grade 11 French since 2001, 2002. Yep. I mean, I did it in the French sector, but I don't think I actually, did I have a grade 11? No, I did not have. I had grade 10. I had grade 8, grade 9. I didn't have any grade 11s. So, yeah, I've been teaching it for a while. So I'm more or less familiar with that area of expertise. And I can talk about an area of expertise. So, yeah. So am I becoming an AccuFLS expert? There's still a lot of stuff that I am so happy my DG is handling, because I wouldn't be able to. I would not be able to handle that level of commitment that man has. Shout out to Marc Calvert. Je t'adore. In a professional, I'm president and you're DG sort of way, but but for real. The man can come up with projects and partnerships on the fly. He meets someone and he has already planted an idea in that person's head about how they can collaborate and benefit from our services. That's amazing. I wish I could do that. I can't do that yet. And that on that awesome note, I need more coffee. On that note, have yourselves an awesome day.